Hello peeps, welcome back to Buy Sword and Musket, our arms channel. We're back in the workshop. I've got a little bit of time to kill. I'm waiting for all the export and import work to get a shipment out of America of rifles for fresh stock. And occasionally you end up with a pile of bits, which really are highly serviceable, nothing wrong with them, but they're just not come to you as a whole rifle. Now, I've had a go at this before, and it has been successful. And what I did was I created from a Springfield receiver, I created the lesser spotted World War II 1903 carbine. The general idea was they created them for jungle fighting when they were fighting their way through islands like the Philippines, Solomons, etc. Their campaign out there taught them that they needed a shorter rifle in the field, so they tried to basically emulate the number 5 jungle carbine. Whether they knew about that rifle or not, I don't know, but they did the conversions in the field, and they cut down rifles to a shorter barrel length so they could be used in the confined spaces of the war theatre jungle, or the jungle war theatre. So what I had was an action and a barrel, which I tried once before to work on, but eventually I got fed up with it. It produced too many problems. I had problems head spacing it. I had problems mounting the sights. And I just, in the end, I wasn't happy. And I actually cancelled the sale and gave him a different one. And he's quite happily shooting away with that and says it's very accurate and great fun. Turns a few heads. Does kick a bit. 30.06 with a short barrel. He's going to give you a thump. So what I had left was a short barrel, an original short barrel, which I'm not happy with the back end. I'm not happy with the chambering and headspace. Now, a long time ago, I purchased from a gentleman at an arms fair 5 of these 30 caliber barrels, which came out of Parker Hale. They were something to do with the possibility of Remington sending over manufacturing equipment so 1903s could be made in the UK or in Great Britain, but it never happened. And when Parker Hale closed down, everything was sold off and these barrels were left. Now, they're rifled, brand new, unused rifle barrels for 30.06 caliber, but they're not chambered. And you'll note that it's flat-ended, like the back end of a Mauser K98, but we are going to have to create this. Now, normally, that's an awful lot of work for a one-off setting up situation, but as I've got not a lot to do at the moment, it's time to start one of these projects. Give it a go, see how we get on. So I'm going to document this project. There will be a large gap in between where the rifle goes to proof, but we start off with the fact that the threads fit, which is nice, because that's what they were originally made for. So this is a Springfield receiver. It's above the 800 50,000 number. Is it above 850? It's definitely 800. Yeah, 853417. So supposedly they'd sorted out their case hardening problems. The markings are a bit worn away, and I may send the receiver away to a man who's far more skillful than I to refresh those markings, because it's not much fun if you can't see the markings. But basically the barrel's got to be shortened, it's got to be chambered, the forcing cone for the bolt head has got to be built in, and the extraction slot, and it's got to be head spaced. So I'm starting again with a fresh barrel, which has up to now just been laying aside, waiting for some use. No one's asked me to rebarrel a Springfield yet, so I'm going to create one, and I'm going to create another one of these carbines because they are fun. So watch this space and I'll carry on recording as I go. So let's start with the easy bit. This is real simple. Obviously I'm going to cut it over length so I can dress it back properly. Put out the red light. Put on the red light. Roxanne. It doesn't matter if you're wrong or if you're right. Roxanne. You don't have to wear that dress tonight. So put away your makeup. Right, next thing to do is to make a bearing so this barrel remains dead straight within the hollow head and doesn't wangle around when I'm working on the chamber. And I use this super duper tough nylon material which turns up and drills and everything nice and easily. So I'll quickly make that, and then we'll be ready to start chambering.